What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This video is all about comparing the Pixel 7 Pro to the Pixel 6 Pro. And both of these phones have a 6.7-inch 2K plus 120 hertz display. There's a couple of things updated on the cameras and things like that for the Pixel 7 Pro, which we'll go into detail in just a little bit. But ultimately, kind of similar phones in a lot of regards. One of the big things is, at least on the screen, is the Pixel 7 Pro has a slightly flatter display, and it's a little bit more curved on the Pixel 6 Pro. Now, the other thing is, you'll probably notice is like there's a slight height difference on the Pixel 6 Pro. It's a little bit taller. And then the Pixel 7 Pro, seemingly when you just look at it, might be a little bit wider. So holding it in your hand, let's talk about that. I actually prefer holding the Pixel 7 Pro, even though it's seemingly a little bit wider. It feels a little bit more comfortable to hold rather than like these. Almost doesn't have sharp rounded. It's not sharp around anything. It's just a little bit less comfortable for me when I hold it like this. So I'll give the holding it in your hand win to the Pixel 7 Pro. Next would be just the look of these phones on the back here. I think the Pixel 7 Pro does look a little bit more premium with this metal wrap around the camera versus the glass on the back here, all glass back. They're both fairly similar enough where that you don't, I don't know, if I just showed them to you real quick, you probably wouldn't really notice a difference. Obviously, this is metal, but I think most people probably wouldn't notice a difference. The black one is super fingerprinty. This is the Obsidian Black, and this is the, I forget what color this one is, like a yellowish one. I'm not a big fan of this color on the Pixel 6 Pro, but yeah, looks-wise, you get the same button setup and all that stuff, and there's not really a lot of difference in terms of port selections and all that stuff. So the way the phones look, winner, I'd give it to the Pixel 7 Pro. Now the displays are a little bit different here. So the displays are, the Pixel 7 Pro is a little bit brighter. Now, one of the things that there was news coming out and things like that, that it was potentially much brighter. I actually don't think it's much brighter. I also heard that it was potentially about 25 or 15% more brighter. And I kind of agree with that. I know this is just showing you in an indoor environment, but I brought it outdoors. I matched them both up side by side, and it's very, you really have to look at it, but you can tell a little bit of difference. So if you were expecting a massive, massive brighter display on the Pixel 7 Pro, unfortunately it doesn't have it. I'm at about 50% right now, and it's okay. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's still not as bright as like a Samsung phone. So yeah, but ultimately, if you're looking for a brighter display, the Pixel 7 Pro is slightly more brighter. Quality of the display, still, again, it can't really notice a huge difference in the quality of both of these displays. I do like the color temperature on the Pixel 7 Pro. To me, the colors are a little bit more vibrant and less dull. I have them both set to the same color, what is it, vivid or something like that, or adaptive, I forget what they call it, but it's ultimately the same thing. You can see just the whites alone. The white's a lot more white on the Pixel 7 Pro here on the left versus it's a little bit more darker on the Pixel 6 Pro. So that to me is a much better quality looking display. And you can notice it a little bit. So, if you're looking for a better display, again, Pixel 7 Pro takes the win. All right, now I have both displays playing. I have the Pixel 6 Pro up here, Pixel 7 Pro down below. And they're both playing it at 4K. This is what they look like completely pinched in. It is hard to tell the difference on the videos alone when you're playing them like this. Both of them definitely look pretty good. And the colors look very similar on this right here. When you're looking at them, I don't notice a big difference like I did on the previous one where we were looking at the app launcher. On this song, the Pixel 7 Pro is much cleaner sounding and slightly louder sounding as well. So that win, I'd give it to the Pixel 7 Pro.
Road USB into USB mini. I think it sounds pretty good. It sounds darn good to me. I buy it for myself, my friends, and the people who need to sound better on the webcam. USB into USB mini. I think it sounds pretty good. It sounds darn good to me. I buy it for myself, my friends, and the people who need to sound better on the webcam, better on the music, better on the music, and it's...
Yeah, so you can easily tell the difference. Pixel 7 Pro is brighter, clearer, cleaner, and just more full sounding than the Pixel 6 Pro. So better speakers, give it to the Pixel 7 Pro. Cameras are very similar too in terms of 50 megapixel and 48 megapixel. 30x zoom on the Pixel 7 Pro, and you'll see that in some of the photos and videos, and on the 20x on the Pixel 6 Pro. Face unlock on the Pixel 7 Pro versus the Pixel 6 Pro does not have that. You can see it unlocked right there. The fingerprint sensor, since they upgraded it it went to Android 13 on the Pixel 6 Pro, it's gotten remarkably better. I don't honestly notice a huge difference right now. Initially I did. If I got both these phones now and then this was a year old, I would definitely notice a difference because the Android 12 was really bad with the fingerprint sensor on here, but 13 has really improved it a lot. By now it feels very similar, but I don't know. Maybe the Pixel 7 Pro is a little bit better in that regard. And then that is pretty much it in terms of like just the basics and stuff. So let's go into the cameras next. I'll show you some videos and photos that I took with both phones. And if one looks closer than the other in terms of the photo, it's because the zoom is 30x versus 20x. Here we go with the ultra wide cameras. It's 0.5x on the 7 Pro and 0.7x on the 6 Pro. But it's a very cloudy day here in San Diego, and the clouds don't look amazing because it just looks like a white sky. It's or gray, whatever, I guess. So you won't see a lot of contrast in the clouds or anything like that. We're gonna switch over to 1x on both of these and see how they handle it. One thing that is happening on the 7 Pro is it is starting to get warm, and the 6 Pro's been pretty good about stabilizing its heat, which is always good. Now let's check 3x, or actually 2x on it's actually 2x on both, and then 5 and 4. There you go. And then ultimately these both can go up to a little bit more than that, and I'll show them in a separate video. In this video, but in a separate instance of this. Walk, and I'll switch between the different lenses. What do you guys think? This is 20x video. The Pixel 6 Pro, that's what this is going on right now. Pixel 7 Pro can do 30x, so you have to go into the camera, pinch it as far as you can, hold the shutter button, and don't let go until you're done. But yeah, this looks pretty good at 20x. You can see the flowers and the cars. And then here is 30x. You can see it's going up my street a little bit more. You can still see the flowers in the car. So capturing something a little bit further away would be kind of cool, and you can do that with this. Same way you did it on the 6 Pro, just pinch it, go to camera, pinch in as far as you can, and then press and hold the shutter button. All right, here we go with a little bit of 4K front-facing camera video on the Pixel 6 Pro, and then we're gonna switch up to the Pixel 7 Pro and make note of the microphones and the lighting and all of that. I haven't compared these phones just yet, but when I'm looking at it, it could just be the screen temperature, but the Pixel 6 Pro, looks more muted, at least in the video. But again, it could be the screens themselves. What is going on, guys? This is cinematic mode on the Pixel 7 Pro. Now, it only, and I've probably, maybe forever, at least on this phone, only works with the rear camera. And it works at 1080p 24 frames per second. So if you've been wanting to probably use it on the front, which would seem more plausible and likely, and why you'd want to use it because you can see yourself, that would be cool. But otherwise, I think you're really gonna have to turn this phone around like I have it now and be able to block out or be able to just use it. So unfortunately, or fortunately, the way you look at it. But obviously the cameras on the back are better. But this is what it looks like. You guys like it? Let me know. Is this something you'd want to use? As far as the Geekbench score for performance, 1021 versus 1045, 2686 versus 3051. So the Pixel 7 Pro has beat the Pixel 6 Pro in performance. Both of them are going to be super fast, though. Like, don't think like one is going to be a lot different than the other. Just pretty much anything you do on either one of these is going to be feeling great. They're both going to seem super fast. So, you know, Geekbench scores aren't the end of it all, but like for gaming and stuff, you'll probably get a few extra frames per second with the Pixel 7 Pro versus the Pixel 6 Pro. So I would say if you're a gamer, definitely get the Pixel 7 Pro. It's going to be a better performer, but I mean, I don't think you're going to see these massive gains. And then software, there's not really a lot of difference in these. There's a couple of things I noticed with the Pixel 6 Pro, especially like in this photo blur, but I haven't messed around with it too much right just yet. And I mean, it's literally, I feel like something that could come to any of the phones, because it's literally something that's just unblurring the photo. And I mean, why couldn't this phone do it, really? I mean, it seems like it's just an exclusive feature, but I could see it coming to other phones beyond Pixel. Is like when you go into one, like you can change the resolution of the display on the Pixel 7 Pro. You can't on the Pixel 6 Pro. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to on the Pixel 6 Pro, but you can. So that's one of the things in here. But otherwise, not really a ton of things in here that are completely different in terms of software that I personally see and would use. So yeah. All right, so the Pixel 6 Pro and the 7 Pro, we saw the comparison of them. I think ultimately the Pixel 7 Pro does win. It should win, but it's not, again, it's one of those things that I keep saying, you see this every year of new phone upgrades. It's not a huge upgrade from, you know, this phone to this phone. Pixel 7 Pro does seem to get, warmer faster than the Pixel 6 Pro does currently. Now, I know the Pixel 6 Pro did have some heating issues for me in the beginning, and now not so much. So I think after a couple updates, a few updates with the Pixel 7 Pro, it'll probably be in that same ballpark. But otherwise, I did feel like the photos and the camera overall were a little bit better on the Pixel 7 Pro. I liked the color of everything. I liked the sharpness of the Pixel 7 Pro as well. Microphone's kind of weird, but I mean, just listening to it through my speakers, I felt like the Pixel 6 Pro, I think I liked the microphones better on that one slightly. The performance is a little bit better on the Pixel 7 Pro. You get a couple of more software updates on the Pixel 7 Pro in terms of features such as photo unblur, cinematic mode, some more things within settings that you can control, not too much, but a couple. A little bit newer of a design. So yeah, ultimately it is a better phone. If you don't have either Pixel phone, get the Pixel 7 Pro. It's a better phone. But if you have the Pixel 6 Pro, it's a little bit, I mean, if you can get a really good trade-in offer, yeah, I'd say upgrade, but otherwise maybe hold off until the next generation. But this is a really, really nice phone, and this still is as well too. So there you guys go. Let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.